Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today we're going to do something really fun. I'm super excited. I want to coffee dye some fabrics here. So let's see. So I got some lace, just some white lace, some pretty fabrics that are just cotton. I basically have a lot of cotton, and I have one in here that may be rayon. It might have a little rayon, and you can see I had a little coffee on it. So I'm not even sure what it was. It was maybe an old shirt. Might have been. So you can use old sheets, which I have in here. Some old like clothes that you have that you don't want anymore. You can look at it and go, oh man, I really love this fabric and I want to make some stuff out of it. And this is great for clusters and great things like that, and like making little journals with it. You could do a little cover with them, and I mean, you got all the lace here you could play with. So I pretty much have laces. You could see. I have some end cuts, some just salvaged edged pieces from my tie-dye banner flags that I make in my Etsy shop. And yeah, so that's what I got. And as you rip, I just snipped them and ripped them. And I'm keeping all just the threads and stuff like that. And I have this woven blanket in here that I'm sure you guys see, and I've used it before. But I was thinking, I think it'd be fun to coffee dye a piece of it. So I went ahead and ripped off some, just some string from it. And I think I'm going to dye this too and see how it turns out. Okay, so with my experience of tie-dyeing, I've noticed that adding the fabrics that you want to dye to water first, then dyeing them, it penetrates better. So what I want to do is, I just have an ice cream bucket over here, and I just filled it up with just water. It's not necessarily warm water. It's actually cold, but it doesn't matter either way. You could do warm if you just don't want your hands to get cold. But it doesn't matter. Just get it saturated and get them, soaking for a second here. So I'm doing that, like that. And just flip it around. Okay. And then I just have a container here that we're going to make little bundles is what we're doing. Little, we're going to take our fabrics and put them in little bundles, and I want to use some different size rubber bands that we can tie them up with, use some of the lace to tie it up with. Also, of course, we're going to do our coffee mixture in here, and I just have a cheap coffee, whatever instant coffee you can find. And I want to do all that, get them in here with the coffee, soaking, probably do it for like 24 hours, and then I'll, come back, do the reveal, and then show you what they look like dried. But as I bundle them and put them all in, I want to splatter them with gesso, just watered down white gesso, and some RIT dye. I think that would be kind of cool just to do little, spritz and maybe stick some in between and squeeze it and just get it down in there and just see what... It's black and wine color RIT dye, and I think I've showed you guys. I know I've showed you guys, but it's just a RIT dye. It's a concentrated just dye that you can do fabrics and papers and anything porous like that. It'll take really well, and it's just concentrate, so you water it down, and I just watered it down in here. So this is the wine color, and then I just have black that I put in there. So I'm just gonna add my coffee in here. So this is just about a half a cup or so, and this is just preference, however much you want to add, and I want to make it pretty dark. So I mean, what's that, 2 tablespoons maybe? So let's just put that in there, and I just have a chopstick. I'm gonna stir it up. That looks pretty dark. Also, when we have our bundles and stuff in here, I like to take granules of the coffee mixture and just sprinkle it over it, and then it gets a nice caramelized look to it. It's a little shiny, but that's pretty much what it looks like that on the fabric, which is really grungy and really fun. I love doing that. Also, I have some PVA glue, water, and coffee mixture, so I don't know if I'll splat that on it because it's a little thicker, but we'll see. Let's just play around and see what we come up with here. Okay, so I'm just gonna set that to the side. And that's with warm water. So I could get that ready. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just reach in here. And I'm just squeezing out the excess water. Okay. Let's see, so we're just gonna layer some stuff up, just see what size you want and cut it. So we could do that. But yeah, I really have noticed that I've been tie-dyeing for a couple of years, and I noticed that as you get it wet, and it just kind of opens up all the weave. It gets it all opened up and ready to accept some dyes. So that's definitely the way I would do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go maybe like that with it. Okay. And then you could just do it however you want. I think I'll just make this into like a fun little just folded bundle. And then you could take some of your end pieces here. And I don't want to tie them too tightly, because I know if you get it too tight, it's hard for the dyes to get in there. So for these, when I'm tying them, I'm just going to do it loosely like that. And it's pretty much that easy. Just make a little bundle, and we'll place it over here. And then, come over, see what else you got. And definitely cotton, is the best for accepting the dyes and stuff, for sure. But some rayon would work, and different things like that. I don't know. I'm not sure what else. But I know rayon would work, cotton, but you could try burlap, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But you could see the difference here. I mean, this is cotton, but excuse me, this one probably has, this is like a cotton tablecloth, and then this is like a sheet. So you could see the difference. This has like more open weaves, or, bigger weaves in it. And then this is more of a tight weave. So you could see the difference with stuff. And then like this one, of course, is, way bigger weave. So I'm gonna let that sit in there a second. Okay. So you could just put a couple in there if you want, and just bundle it up. Go like this. I also have a video doing the same process with tea dyeing. And if you guys want to see that, I'll put it on the end screen for you, and you guys can come check it out. That one's pretty fun. So I'm just going to leave that long. Put that in there. And let's see. Oh, here, we got to use these up. Go a little longer with it. So maybe let's play around some rubber bands. So we could do a long one here. And then just take our little rubber bands. And you could do these a little tighter and see how they turn out. Because sometimes, you know, you get the rubber band like that and kind of just, you know, move it up and down like that, and you'll get a cool mark from the coffee. So these you can kind of play around with and just, you know, tighten it up. And even if you don't get it right, just leave it like that. That could be a cool little mark with it. So there we go. So I'm just going to leave it like that and put it in the bowl. And then you could do the same thing. Let's try this one with the bigger rubber bands. Here we could do like a twisted. See, these threads are great to keep. You can even put them in here and dye them. So I'm also thinking after these sit for 24 hours, I'll still have coffee left over. And let me know if you guys want to see how I coffee dye my papers and stuff, because I was thinking about doing a video with that and going ahead and getting some papers dyed with the leftover coffee that's in there, because I don't want to waste it. So comment down below. I'd love to hear if you guys want to see that. And if you guys are enjoying this video, hit the like button. I love hearing from you guys, so please hit the like button and let me know what you guys think and how you're liking it. So what I do is just take my hands and pinch in the middle here and then twist. So you can hold the side here and then just kind of pinch it and twist it like that. So you can see that you're getting just a little spiral, and then you just work this around and this one around, and you got yourself a little spiral right there. So you can see that. And let's take a little bigger one here. So you can just take it and just wrap the rubber band around it like that. So you can see there's a little spiral. So it's kind of cool. So we'll check out that, how it turns out. And let's see. Do I have a bigger one in here? Oh yeah, this was like I think it was a tablecloth too, and I thought it was really cool with all the little frayed edges on it. But this one, we could go like this and do like an accordion fold. So I just take it and pinch it, and then go over and grab the next, like that, and then just pinch it. So you can see, just like an accordion fold. Just to see, you know, different things that come out in the end. So you just kind of pinch it like that, and then just make it so it's an accordion fold. And then we could take our rubber bands. I don't think I've coffee dyed this yet. I don't know how it's gonna take, because it doesn't seem cotton to me, and I tried to look and it didn't say on the tag what it is. It seems more, I don't know, I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. We'll see how this one turns out. All right, so I'm going to continue just bundling and getting things ready and putting them over in my little dish here, and I will be back when I add my coffee. All right, so I go ahead and I got it all in my dish here. Okay, so I thought that was fun. I did some, and I just loosely tied them. Just if you get them too tight, it's hard for the coffee to get in there. So I just kind of went through and just loosely did it. Just fun little bundles here. They're so much fun. And I did one with a big rubber band, and we'll see how that turns out. And what I want to do is, if you dip some fabric into coffee and then air dry it, like put it on the side here and have it air dry, it gets nice and crispy on the edges and stuff. Like, so it's really cool because the air hits it and just makes it like a dark, like caramelized. So it's kind of neat. So what I want to do is go ahead and get my lace and all that stuff, these extras in here. And anything sticking out, you know, I'll put some over the edge and stuff. And anything sticking out like that, I don't mind at all because it gets a little darker. Now, you can let this sit longer than 24 hours. You know, I've done it with the tea dye, the tea one I think I did like a week. And you just let it sit in there and absorb all the, just the coffee and everything. You just want to make sure it doesn't mold. So just make sure you keep checking it. And, you know, you can even come and turn them if you want to. Okay. But I think for this one, I'm just going to do overnight. And then we'll check it tomorrow. So let's see. Let me get my coffee here. And you could do just as much or as little as you want. Ooh. And I'm just going to pour it in here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Jeez, I made a mess. Here. I'll just take this and wipe it up. There you go. Now I'm thinking. Okay. So you can see. So you just get them in there. You know, if you want some that are partially dyed and some, you know, that have a little white on them, you could just do it like that and just hang it on the side or however you want to do it. But I'm just going to kind of flip some around here. I mean, that's kind of cool looking, huh? With a little bit of white like that. Oh, and I have my, did I say? I have my gloves on because I don't want to get coffee dyed hands. Nope, not today. Some days, you know, I'll play in it, but not today. Because then when I do another video or something, I'm like, my hands are all coffee dyed. And that's no fun. Oh, look at that. That is going to turn out really cool. Yes, I might have to get some more of this. I might grab some more and stick this in because I think that's going to be fun to play with. It's like a nice, just big, thick woven, I think it was a blanket, like a lap blanket. Okay, so just flip things around, get them soaked how you want them, have some stuff stick out. So now I'm going to go through and just kind of lay everything on the sides here, like that, like this, and just have some stuff hang over. Okay. So there really is no rhyme or reason, just however you want to do it. And it'll keep wicking, and it'll wick up through and just make some awesome coffee goodness. I mean, look at this. It almost looks like a coffee pie. All right, so now let's grab our fan brush and our gesso. This could be fun. Let's see. I don't know. I've never done this, but let's check it out. See how this turns out. So I'm just taking some watered down gesso here. Just taking my fan brush, and I'm going to try just a little splatters. Just little splatters. You know, just give it a little bit of something, you know. How fun is that? Because I think that'd be great, especially for Christmas coming up. I think this would look really cool. I do have a fun idea that I want to play with you guys. Make some fun little Christmas little accordion journals. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that coming up. That's gonna be fun. Okay, here we go. I don't want to get too crazy with it. I can always come back later and do a little more. Okay. Ooh. Let's fling it everywhere. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see. We're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to try to. Oh, it's not wanting to come up. I need a needle. A little interest here and there, you know. There we go. We got some of our. It's just PVA, like, you know, school glue or something, and water and coffee. And no real measurement. I just kind of stick it all together until it's like thick, like that. I should wipe this off. I don't want to mix that in. Get white in there. So I think these would be nice. Little additive here. And then if I want to, after this all sets in, I could flip it and do the other side and splatter everything, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I will or not. But you can if you want to. So I'm just getting it all on everything because I think this would look really cool. And just think it's just going to be on parts of it, you know, because when we unfold it, other parts won't have it on there, but that's okay. Give us little things to play with. All right, so we got that. And then the last thing I want to do here is take my coffee and just do some sprinkling over the top, just to give it some caramelized coffee bits. So now this part, you could go around and do that, and then you could take your spritz bottle. I'll show you. So I'm just kind of putting it all around here. Wow, I don't know if I need that much. It's just I'm having too much fun. I'm probably doing way too much. Okay, so now we just take our little spray bottle here and just get some of these. Just soak the little granules. And you put more water in my spray bottle. Those are just gonna melt and get some nice caramel action going. I mean, is that grungy or what, guys? Look at that. We got ourselves a grunge pie. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit and just soak in overnight. And I will be back tomorrow for you guys. It'll be a second for you guys, but I'll be back tomorrow and we will open them all up, get them all laid out, and then I will show you what they look like wet, and then I'll come back and show you guys what they look like when they're dry. So I'll be back. Okay, so I let these sit overnight in the coffee, and I just went ahead and just squeezed them. Got all the excess coffee out of it. And let's see, we're gonna take them apart and look at them here. So let's go ahead and look at the ones that are already done. These were the ones that, excuse me, sat on the edge of it, and you could see just the darker spots and then a little bit around the edges and stuff. But man, didn't that turn out cool? Isn't that fun? With all the dye through it and the gesso splatters. I think that turned out really grungy and really cool. Okay, so we got that. And then some of the lace here. Is that fun? I mean, it's so cool. Just so many different things to play with here. Here's some of just the string that came off the fabric. So that'll be nice and dyed. I think that turned out really cool. And then this one we tied, but I don't think it made a difference. Let's see. Not really, but it looks really cool. That's fun. And then here's the big lace. So that is definitely grungy. And these were on the edge, so they're pretty dry. I think that turned out really cool. Okay. I might just take my gloves off. It's hard to maneuver with it. There's another one. There we go. Oh, that's kind of cool though. I think it turned out neat. Yeah, those are just really, really fun. Oh, that's cool. You could see. That's kind of neat. So that turned out really fun with the rubber band. Definitely gives it some interest here. You can see that. How cool is that, you guys? That is fun. These are gonna be really fun to use in projects. I'll untie that later. See how that turned out? So that's why it's fun to fold it, and then I mean, you can see even the coffee swirls through it. But that turned out really cool with the RIT dye. Yeah, I'm liking it. That is fun. Ah, that's cool. All right. I love it's like it's black and wine mixed together, so it's really neat looking. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, the color of it, but it kind of just looks black on camera, but it's really neat looking. And this is like the painter's cloth. So that's really neat. Or no, this was the table runner is what it was. That's right. That's what that was. The tablecloth, I think it is. And it was just cotton, white. Remember, this is all white, you guys. All this stuff. Oh, that is really neat. And I love the gesso splats. That just gives it a lot more interest. That is fun. Ooh, yeah, I want to see what this one turns out like. So if you guys are enjoying this video, please hit the like button. That helps me out so much. It gets my video out there so other people can see how to coffee dye fabrics and play with those. It's super fun. And comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, feel free to just, you know, have any questions or anything. Or if you just want to say hi, I love that. That would be great. Let's see. That's cool. That turned out really grungy. Yeah, I like it. And I've got more lace. So these are still a little damp. So once they're dry, I'll make sure to lay them out and get just a video of them at the very end so you guys can just see what they look like dry. I'll make sure to do that for you guys at the end of the video. That's really fun. I mean, look at that. That turned out really grungy. Couple more here. Ooh, this is the one with the big rubber band around it. Let's see if that made a difference. It kind of breaks up the dye though, so that's really fun. So it's not just in one spot, you know. So that's cool. I'm really liking these. Just thinking of all the projects we could do with them. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? So there we go. Okay, so that's all of it. And wow, I think it turned out really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And I'll make sure, like I said, I'll let it get it all dry and then just do a scan and video all of it dry at the end. So stay tuned to the end and you guys can see them all, what they look like dry. And if you guys could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.